This person has been using their past, what happened to them in their past, as a handicap and a crutch to their future, right? That's why when shit go down, this person, they don't never have nobody's back. They keep using what happened to them as like an escape. It's like their escape route. Like, well, this happened to me when I was a kid, or I was going through this, and blah 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 blah. All this bad shit happened to me. So, you can't talk to me any kind of way, or I can do this. I feel like I can do this, I can do that, or this is why I don't do this or do that. And the reality of it is this person is just running from healing, right? They don't know how to take accountability, and they keep coming into relationships or coming into people's lives and trying to fuck their shit up because they don't have their own life together. They don't have their own self together because they're running from doing the actual soul work. They're running from actually healing from that trauma. And I'm getting, they don't even feel like it's trauma, right? Because this is normal. So this is like a family cycle or some type of cycle that's been repeated over and over and over from generation to generation to generation, and they're passing it down too if they have kids, right? So this person, you were probably the first one that came across them that actually stood up for yourself, actually told them like, yeah, I see why you act that way, but that shit, you gotta cut it. That ain't gonna work with me. Or why don't you go to therapy for this? Or why don't you try to talk this out or do something a different way? And they wasn't trying to have it because you challenged them. You challenged them too fucking much. Nobody's gonna change unless they're ready to change. And they like the idea of you. They like the idea of what you stand for. They like the idea of your presence and what you're speaking of. But this person, all honestly, they don't feel like they can make the change. They don't. It's almost like it's too late for me type of thing. And that's sad because if they do have children, they've already passed this negative trait down. They've already passed this karmic cycle, this karmic family loop down to their offspring, which is hopefully their offspring can break the cycle so they don't keep passing it down. They're finally going to get tired of this, right? Because they're going to see this act. They're not a kid anymore. They're not a child. So these temper tantrums they're throwing, or somebody died, so that's why I act this way, or I had a rough childhood, this is why I act this